how to get into finances. So you know what you just shared, you went there a few times and boom, now you live there, right? But how did it, and that wasn't enough time based on the months you said you went, that one could, if they listen to this and are inspired by the story, make that happen. So how did you, let's talk about, if you can, about how you did it in that short period of time, move from one into the next. And then secondly, if somebody is considering this and had not planned for it financially, what would you encourage them to do to get ready? Mindset, they're there, but it still takes some, ducats to get me over there, and then be able to sustain if they don't have what you have going on.
I will say one of the biggest things is I already had budgeting down pat. I've been doing that for years. You know me, I'm like the budget queen. I love talking about budgeting, all that stuff. And so I already had a budget for where I was already living, and I was already living that out. Now, before I moved, I made a Jamaica budget, like what I assumed, right? What I assumed the expenses would be like, things like that, doing my research. Like when I was down here visiting, I'm asking for prices for different things. Oh, how does water work? How does power work? All of that stuff. So that way I could make like, what it would be if I was to move as close as possible. Because there was some, things that I didn't account for. But anyway, I put that in writing. Then I will also say I did have a little saved up, but surprisingly, I didn't have much saved up for real. Because mind you, taking these trips back and forth, all of this and all of that, I have been blessed enough, where things just fell in line. So as far as saving is concerned, I didn't really save much before I moved. I will say that. But I would suggest if people are considering it to definitely make sure you have some cushion and stuff in there, because there's things that come up that you're not aware of or you didn't know that it was going to happen. And so you want to kind of be prepared for that too. So I will say that. So budgeting is a main thing.